Hey, all you beautiful people out there. If you could please do me a favor and like, comment, and share this video, it would be greatly appreciated. And if you don't want to miss a video from me, please hit that little bell for notifications. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Welcome back to Crystal Clear. I'm your host, Oshrik Vox, and I have a lot to talk about today concerning Jasper. And a lot of people pointed out, Vox, you make a lot of theories surrounding Jasper, and that's just because, in my opinion, Jasper is probably one of the most interesting characters in Steven Universe, if not the most interesting. And I mean characters who have actually had a decent amount of screen time. Not Yellow Diamond, not Blue Diamond, White Diamond, Pink Diamond. I mean characters who have had a lot of episodes dedicated to them. And throughout Jasper's 8 or something episodes that she appeared in, she had a lot to bring to the table. Her entire character is surrounded by the mystique of war. And the gem war is probably one of the most interesting concepts in the show. And Jasper has a lot of information because she lived through it. She has more than Peridot and probably Lapis. After all, Lapis was only supposed to be on Earth for a short amount of time, and as soon as she got on Earth, she got pooped and put into a mirror, and Peridot knows the bare minimum of the war. She didn't even know who Rose Quartz is. But Jasper, there's so much about her that we don't even know. We do know that she was a soldier, one of the best in fact. Peridot even called her the perfect quartz soldier. She was under Pink Diamond's court and is now under Yellow Diamond's, and it seems like she has some kind of admiration for Pink Diamond, especially in her final moments in the episode Earthlings. This also shows that, and something that a lot of people kind of gloss over, is that Jasper and Rose clearly had a past. They clearly encountered each other multiple times in the battlefield. I mean, Jasper casually talks to Steven as if this wasn't their first confrontation, or even their second.
Why do you look like that? Why are you so weak?
But right now, Jasper's corrupted and bubbled. However, her story's not over yet. There's clearly a lot more to tell with Jasper, and her redemption may not be completely out of the picture, but that's a huge gamble for a lot of fans. A lot of people want Jasper to just stay a villain. A lot of people want Jasper to become a good guy, join the Crystal Gems. Personally, I don't really care either way, as long as we see more of Jasper, because like I said, she's one of the most interesting characters. She holds a lot of knowledge and information. That alone increases her chances of being uncorrupted before Centipeetle. Speaking of which, the entire catalyst for this theory will come from another theory that was posted on Reddit. So shout out to the Fuzzy Pickler for giving me the inspiration to make this video. So before I get into my own theory, I'm going to read theirs on why they believe Jasper will get uncorrupted by Centipeetle, or at least skim through it. Their theory involves Monster Reunion, Gem Hunt, and Catch and Release. First off, they quote Gem Hunt, and what Steven says when talking about corruption. Well, they're like that now, but before they were different. They used to be normal gems like Pearl, Amethyst, and Garnet. They had thoughts and feelings and friends. I don't really know how the corruption works. It's like they're sick. They don't remember who they used to be. Maybe they don't even know how to look like themselves anymore. And that last part, maybe they don't know how to even look like themselves anymore, is important. But to continue, Amethyst and Jasper have holes shaped like their bodies. They popped out of the ground knowing how to be humanoid shape. It's not something that needs to be learned. This is important. Centipeetle could remember things, like before corruption, the Chap song, etc., but she needed to be reminded. By getting healed, she got to be in a sound state of mind, and got her memories back, even if they needed to be jogged. But a gem being able to look like herself again is something that needs to be relearned manually. Now, on to Monster Reunion. When Centipeetle is healed, her arms, legs, and torso are fine. It's her face and butt that are still corrupted. But why? Why the face and butt of all places? Easy. Look at your face and butt. Don't check in a mirror. Do it yourself. You can't, can you? No. Maybe your butt, but definitely not your face. What happens when Peridot sees a mirror in Catch and Release? Mostly confusion. She doesn't know what a mirror is. And to pause right quick, this is something that I also noticed right away. I realized that gems don't know what they look like. I mean, they can assume what they look like from other gems. Like the rubies, you probably look at other rubies and think, oh yeah, that's what I am. But mirrors are something that just doesn't seem to be a thing on Homeworld. Which deepens the message that on Homeworld, gems don't have their own identities. And why Rose made such an effort to push herself, to push other gems to take their own identities, to fight for their own freedom. This indicates that Homeworld either doesn't have mirrors, not for looking at your own reflection at least, or mirrors are very uncommon. The important part is that Peridot had Leg never seen her own face before Catch and Release, so it's not a stretch to imagine that there are other gems who have never seen her faces before. If that's the case, then any amount of memory restoration wouldn't help themselves how to look like themselves again. So Steven can heal Jasper and make her sapient again, but she still might not know what her own face looks like. So why'd I even say I know a reason why Jasper would get uncredited before Centipeetle, or any other gem for that matter? From the sounds of it, Jasper is just as fucked as any other corrupted gem. And this next part is something I've never even given thought before. Everything stated prior to this, I've already thought of before, but this blew my mind. And to that, I present Gem Hunt. More specifically, the last frame of Gem Hunt. Steven was on his phone taking pictures the entire episode. There was no reason to take a photo of Jasper, but he did. Was it just for an ending stinger, or was it setting up a... and I don't know how to pronounce this. Chekhov's gun. And for those who don't know what that is, it's just like in shows when they bring something back later, or they bring everything back later, usually in a finale, but this would happen before a finale. This would be a reasonable way to bring Jasper back, but none of the other corrupted gems that Steven would save before Jasper if he was being in character. He can only save Jasper, and if performing as a normal gem something that needs to be learned manually and takes time and work to do, it would be the first step in Jasper Redemption. And Jasper needing Steven's help to turn back into herself would be the perfect reason to refrain from killing him, which was the biggest hitch in Jasper Redemption. So basically, when corrupted, gems don't know what they look like because they have no memory what they look like. But Steven has a photo of Jasper, which could be key in healing her and curing corruption. Now, I've always thought that Steven healing corrupted gems has something to do with both his mind powers and his healing spit, but I could imagine there are other ways to heal corruption. Perhaps photography is one way, perhaps mind healing is another. Perhaps without the diamond's help, Steven can never fully heal a corrupted gem because they don't know what they look like, and he doesn't either. And I mean, realistically, Steven can't heal every corrupted gem. It's been shown that Steven and his healing powers are linked to how much he cares about the person. His healing spit works on things and people that he cares about. And ending the Earthlings, Steven does care about Jasper enough to try to help her. So, if he pulled the same trick on Jasper they did with Centipeetle, it would work to an extent. So this brings me to my theory, how I believe Jasper will return, and why I think Jasper will return. As I reported before, there are rumors of a half-hour episode called The War going around, or at least an episode called The War, not exactly a half-hour special. However, even if that ends up being false, we're still going to see Gem War flashbacks. I mean, we've seen depictions of the Gem War in Season 1, and then over time that evolved to just full-blown flashbacks. The Answered, Same Old World, Sworn to the Sword, etc. And of course with Monster Reunion, we have Centipeetle drawing out the war, at least her part in it. I believe for whatever reason, Steven will want to know more about the war. Maybe even he tries to get some information out of the gems, but he realizes he can't understand completely unless he has information from both sides. Which means he takes the risk of doing what he did with Centipeetle and partially uncorrupting Jasper. Now, whether the photo of Jasper comes in handy or not, doesn't mean that Jasper can still end up like Centipeetle. Loss of memory, can't really speak, but can still draw out what happened. Although I think it'd be more creative if Jasper had her face healed, especially if Steven shows her a picture of herself, but other parts of her weren't healed. Maybe her legs can still be corrupted. Maybe she'll still have blue spots, etc. But I don't think every partially corrupted gem should just have their face and butt still corrupted. Regardless, Jasper can either illustrate or inform Steven of the Gem War, the hardships that came with it, her relationship with Pink Diamond, her relationship with Rose, etc. This would also give Steven a better understanding of Jasper, and if she's not fully healed, that would give Jasper incentive to keep Steven alive too. She'll want to be fully healed, but Steven can only help heal her by understanding her more. However, I don't doubt for a second that as soon as Jasper's healed, back to 100% strength, she's throwing hands at Steven, Garnet, Amethyst, Pearl, Lapis, Peridot, whoever. At the same time, now that she's gone against Garnet, Stefani, and Smoky Quartz, Jasper may be starting to get the idea that she can't beat these guys for long, especially now that she's outnumbered. She had a chance in the return because she instantly took out the fusion, but now everybody's fusing. Jasper's not as strong as she thinks, as strong as all the gems thought. She has ambition, she has will, but again, she's still just another court soldier. She's still just a soldier, which means she has a commander, she has higher ups, gems who are stronger than her, who can actually get fusions or run for their money. Which ties back to my next antagonist is going to be Peridot's manager or Centipeetle's commander theory, or both of them. To clear some confusion, I think it'll be another Lapis. To clear up confusion, I think it'll be another Peridot and Jasper situation. They'll both come to Earth, or at least one or the other. It'd be weird if we didn't see either of them just because they were both mentioned. And for Centipeetle's commander, she was actually somewhat illustrated. A lot of people thought, oh, she's drawn like yellow, so isn't that Yellow Diamond? No, Yellow Diamond is a ruler. She's like head of the head. A commander is just like lower level. And plus that was drawn nothing like Yellow Diamond. And we don't know what court Centipeetle was under intentionally. She was wearing a spacesuit like Pearl's when she got uncorrupted, but her diamond alignment was hidden. Maybe it was Pink Diamond, maybe it was yellow, blue, white. Time will tell. I definitely think we'll see Centipeetle again and get more information out of her too. But when it comes to the war, outside of the gems, I believe the one who will have the most information that we've actually seen so far, not including the diamonds or any other homeworld gems that could hypothetically appear, is Jasper. and, well, Bismuth. But right now, I didn't feel like it's easier to get on Jasper's good side than Bismuth's. Jasper isn't in a tough spot right now. She does have many options. Bismuth, she has a lot of options, and she was sparring with all the gems and held her own, which makes me think she could probably take out Jasper no problem. Then again, were any of them holding back in their sparring match? God, Bismuth is fucking awesome. So yeah, that's what I believe. Jasper will get semi-uncorrupted or maybe even fully healed and share her experience with the war. Get some more answers out of her, because her fun moments in Earthlings, she was definitely starting to expose some memes with her pink diamond call out. She was broken. Jasper masquerades as being okay a lot. That's more and more evident as the series progresses. But when she finally broke, she could not hold anything in anymore. She was at her end. She was at her wit's end. And no doubt she'll be in that same state of mind once she returns to a state of mind in the future. Again, am I for Jasper Redemption? I'm indifferent. I wouldn't mind either way, but I know a lot of people would mind. I know a lot of people want it, like they're craving it, they're demanding it, and it would fit in with the narrative of the show, I'm not gonna lie. When Jasper was an antagonist, she was a damn good antagonist, but now, she's not really that much of a threat anymore, so that's why I believe it's okay for her to become a protagonist, a crystal gem, or at least an anti-hero. Doesn't side with Homeworld, doesn't side with the crystal gems. Now, someone like Yellow Diamond or any of the diamonds, like becoming a protagonist or like giving up their evil ways. Well, evil because from the crystal gems perspective, the diamonds are evil, but for the diamonds expensive, the crystal gems are blah, 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 blah. What I'm saying is, higher level threats should not become good guys. Jasper was a threat at first, but not so much anymore. However, these are my thoughts and I want to hear yours, so please comment down below. What do you think of Jasper and healing and the theory that I shared from Reddit earlier? Please share all your thoughts down below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, it really helps me out. Stalk our social media, links to everything in the description down below. Ostrich Vox, signing out.